Hey, it's Up to Unicorn, and I want to talk about stylistic choices in wardrobe when it comes to Destiny Payton and how they are gateways into her financial situation, as it were. Um, and I know this is an icky camera angle. I'm looking over here because I'm sure the camera is right here, but I'm looking over here. I flipped my phone upside down, sideways, upside down, and inside out. About to show you what it's all about. I let the intrusive thoughts win. But anyhow, I know this is funky, but just go with me. So, I posted to the thumbnail the pink bubblegum shirt that she was wearing with the hands on the breasts. And it's incredibly cheap looking. It looks like it's poor quality. It looks like it's from Shein. And there's not really a problem with people only being able to afford Shein or Temu, but there's a problem when you're trying to present that you're rich and that or not even rich, but that you're this and that well off. Um, when you're portraying a lifestyle like ha, I have all of this, and you don't. Um, I think Destiny's a person who tries to keep up with the Joneses, and that it almost strangles her to try to do it. I've always noticed a problem with Destiny's stylistic choices, but even when she was in Atlanta with that, remember Boom Boom Belinda, who was trying to stop Martell at the Madani from swinging on Maurice and Marceau, um, even when she was hanging out with them, she would be in photos, and I'm just like, my God, these girls ate you up bad, and you've got the best face card in the group. Destiny's face is gorgeous until her personality creeps across it. When she does those big Graves' disease eyes at people, she has this like kind of hypothyroidism look to her when she like tries to look at somebody sideways, like it gives kind of like minstrelsy, like a minstrel show. But when she's just smiling or just straight faced or just like in some of her photo shoot photos, face card, good. It's not often that you see a pretty girl ate up by women who are half as beautiful as she is, but they ate her up because she can't dress. We talk a lot about how Letitia can't dress and Letitia can't find things that are age appropriate, and that's because she's looking to please her husband Marceau. She's looking to look like, allegedly, she's looking to look like the women who catch his eye on those college campuses. So she tends to always be in something inappropriate for the occasion. When she was doing the Marceau and Letitia Foundation commercial, she was incredibly underdressed. It just, when she went to Mel's private event that she was escorted out of, she showed up to a formal event in a picnic dress. I mean, in yellow polka dots. She wore a yellow polka dot bikini picnic dress. And it was just all wrong all the time. But even in these confessional looks, you can see who has what kind of money. You can see it. I don't like that scalloped dress that Stormy is wearing, but you can absolutely tell it's designer. It just doesn't look good on her. When Mel sits in there with these big things coming off of her, you can tell that dress cost a lot, even if it's rented, even if somebody paid her to wear it. When we see her in Zhivago, Zhivago is a price tag. Them are $800 dresses, like $800 dress, $2,000 dress. But even if we didn't know it was Zhivago, even if we didn't know she was wearing Chloe and Chanel bags, just the quality of it, the way that it sits, the way that it looks, you can tell. Like her whole confessional look. So not just the dress, but the hair and the makeup and how everything comes together. You can tell that Mel is a wealthy woman. Tisha looks like she wears a lot of bargain items, like things that are on clearance and on sale. But when she does have to put it on, it gives me, how certain women of a palm colored persuasion, sometimes you can tell they have money but just don't have style. And I'm not saying Letitia has it like that, but I'm just like, money passes through her hands at least, you know, maybe not as much as Mel or Stormy. But, you know, even Stormy and Courtney, when they came out with that custom pink silk look, they had those tailor made for themselves. They didn't order that stuff. I mean, maybe they ordered it for it to be tailor made, but the point is, from head, you know, from head almost to toe, it was tailored. You know, there are people who get tailor-made shoes and things like this. Whether or not it was a good look, you could tell that it was a money look. But with Destiny and this bubblegum thing, Destiny pulls a lot of inspiration from Beyonce. Remember that reunion she went to? Poor Destiny. Her dress was just falling apart. It had all those strings of like rhinestones on it. It was like bedazzled, and it stood up like this on the side, and it was black, and it was short. And she wore that really, really big, obnoxious ponytail with it. She had somebody make it because she saw Beyonce in something similar. Now, I say similar with all lowercase letters, child. With all lowercase letters, child. And I saw the video. She actually posted the inspiration just for people to, like, you know, see the vision. And the dress looked really bad. The whole look was bad. The hair didn't go with the dress. You know, Destiny looks good in a long bob. Destiny looks good, like being a wife. Remember how she dressed as a wife? That look suited her. It made sense on her. But she does this thing where she dresses Destiny, facially wise, she looks like the girl next door who was the cute tomboy. That's what she looks like. The cute tomboy who grew into a beauty. And she should dress like that if she wants to enhance, you know, her beauty, if she wants to look like she's dressing in her lane. But she dresses like she looks like me, or like she looks like Marlo Hampton, or like because there is kind of like an exotic look where you can wear really, really big, ridiculous amounts of hair, but because you're such a big woman, like I'm damn near 6 feet, 200 pounds, like I'm a big girl. Those things take over her. Like, remember when Mel had that alien superstar look? She had that straight black hair. She had on the armor of Christ. She looked amazing. She knocked that look out of the park. She's never done as well. And I remember when she wore those shingles, like it looked like the little icing you put on Christmas trees. Less is more for somebody with such a tiny, petite kind of face. And not that she's short, but because she's thin and model-esque. That big hair, like I can do big hair because I got a big ass head. I got a big old body. I have a big face. I have big, like Dr. Shanita. We can do the big things and the big gaudy things because we have a lot of body to carry it. But sometimes, like, it's like how and in the opposite, I can't wear a damn pixie. I can't be Toni Braxton out here. I know what my face looks like when it ain't no hair surrounded it. I wear buns all the time. It's not a look on me. So I'm saying that Destiny dresses like she's an exotic looking woman, and she's not. She's not an exotic looking woman. She's a girl next door looking woman. So when girl next door meets exotic, and you fuse those things together, you kind of get Las Vegas streetwalker. You kind of get clout chasing working girl. As a look, not saying that she is, but as a look, that's what happens. That's what happens because it doesn't really translate the way that you think it does. It doesn't look how you think it looks. Like me and, you know, Mel's friend Shanita, like Shanita looks good in all them bundles, you know. I think Nell looks good in her hair, but the reason people are calling her bundles and not someone like Shanita, because I'm pretty sure they're wearing the same amount of bundles, but the difference is the way that they're made. Nell is short, Nell is small, so it doesn't speak the same language as Shanita's hair. It just doesn't. I still think the hair is cute, but I'm just saying there's a reason why people are calling her bundles and not someone like Dr. Shanita or Marlo Hampton or Nene Leakes is something unique because Nene can wear long and short hair. And that's not always something a big girl can pull off. Nene just very unique. But like even Kenya Moore. Who's gonna put Kenya in a pixie? Who's gonna put her in a Toni Braxton? And I can't stop thinking about. Like who's gonna do that? Nobody, because it wouldn't look right. Kenya gets to brag about having all that long hair, but the truth is, you wouldn't look the same if you took it off. And she's a freaking, Miss America. That's a 10. She literally got recognized by, a bunch of judges as a 10, And so I'm not saying this to be rude. I'm just saying this an observation. She pulled some inspiration from Beyonce's Renaissance look when she has the hands like this that are on her outfit. But the hands were not 3D and the hands were not pink. And I think that's important as a statement because even on Beyonce's silver outfit for Renaissance and on her, she had a gold outfit and a red one. The hands were always black. Those hands were black because they would do too much and look corny in another color. And that's what's going on with Destiny's pink bubblegum look. The shirt looks like it's from Temu. And there would be no way to make that look high fashion unless you're talking about goofing off like how Nicki Minaj would in the beginning of her career with, these ornate wigs and, Harajuku Barbie style things where she was, having Japanese and Asian influenced wardrobe choices. So, just to be able to put that on and think it's cute in front of a camera that is on a national platform, and to be excited enough about that outfit to sit in front of cameras in it, it shows me where you are financially. And like I said, it's not a bad thing to have an EBT card, DSHS, DSO, public assistance. I grew up under the poverty line, so you're never going to hear me shaming those things. I'm not going to do it. But for somebody to get on TV, yeah, and they had a rumor about me being broke, and I'm not broke, and I helped Melody out, and girl, that pink bubblegum 3D hand shirt says you're struggling. In all honesty, you could have been better off just wearing a black turtleneck. Unless you wash it in hot water one too many times, people can't tell what you got. If a turtleneck, you can join, Tay and Kimmy and that giraffe and the turtlenecks. It just is a bad look, and the fact that she's ignorant of the fact that it's a bad look lets me know she's not exposed to the finer things. She doesn't, frequent Saks Fifth Avenue like a Sheree. She's not used to Zhivago the way that Mel is. Mel really is, She's not a red bottom girly. And like I said, you don't have to be, but it's the fact that she's pretending to be. And I'm telling you where she leaks. Where she's leaking her actual life and her actual identity. I'm trying to look at the camera, but girl. I'm trying to look at that camera, but girl. So when a girl who has a girl next door look like when she dressed for LeBaric, like some of those photos of her with LeBaric, she nailed it. Pearl earrings, short bob, nothing exotic looks good on Destiny. Nothing like she's your queen to be woof, woof, arf, 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 whatever you like. Remember that woman in Coming to America who was wearing all that hair? She could. I could. Shanita could. Marlo Hampton could. Kenya could. Destiny can't. So when she wears all them bundles, it just looks like bargain hair and pack. It doesn't give the look that she's trying to give, is what I'm trying to say. And when that clash of stylistic choices happen within someone's wardrobe, it kind of lets you know where they're at. Because the thing is, you can wear a plain button-up white t-shirt and some jeans. Beyonce, for so many different magazine articles back before social media, yes, I'm that old, she would always talk about there's nothing like a crisp white button-up shirt, some gold hoop earrings, and some jeans. That's all you got to do. And there's a level of modesty in that and regularness in that like just kind of like, ooh, classy chick. And you can put that on from any income background. It's gonna look, you're gonna look distinguished, you know. So y'all let me know what you think about the bubblegum look, because I think it screams poverty. And like I said, I grew up underneath the poverty line. Like when I filled out my FAFSA, yes, black people FAFSA, not a FAFSA. Black people. I love my people. But FAFSA, I qualified for some of the best financial aid available. I mean, it was still a ton of loans, but every grant that was part of, a federal Pell Grant program, I got it because I grew up under the poverty line. So it's not a dig, but it's to say I see you. I see you. Peekaboo, I see you. Like, I see through the facade. I see through what you're trying to portray, and I know that Mel is telling the truth about you. It leaks out of you by the wardrobe choices, word choices, how you choose to tell a story, the things that you do, your body posture. Think of all the places that they have eaten on that show, and she met Moses in a Mexican cantina. Nothing wrong with it. I just had Michoacan, something I can't pronounce, some birria tacos. So good. So good. So good. So there's nothing wrong with it, but it's just like, that suits you, and it looks like it suits you. I'm gonna get out of here, child. I think my laundry's done and I need to put it in the dryer. Let me know what you guys think, because I feel like wardrobe says a lot about a person. And I'm not trying to The Devil Wears Prada you with Meryl Streep, but fashion is not wholly and entirely unimportant and vain and material girl. Like, it's not, it's deeper than that. It's deeper than that. Clothing is deeper than that, at least to me. And I used to do some local modeling, and so I learned a lot about textiles and fabrics and what they can say about you and why there's such a thing as royal blue. There are cultures and people all around the world who didn't have blue for a long time. Just didn't have blue. And some people had no concept of blue. And I'm like, what were they calling the ocean? So, yeah. I'm uppity and I'm out of here. Let me know if I was mean. Because sometimes with autism, you just say things that are a fact, that are a matter of fact. And sometimes there's flat affect. So I don't mean to be mean. There's kind of a directness. Y'all know already. I don't have to explain this. Sorry. I am uppity and I'm out of here. Thank you for watching. If you got this far, thank you.